beep, beep, beep. Instead, it decided to go beep, 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 beep. Good, warm morning, YouTube. We did a little bit different this time. We didn't give you an update last night when we came in. As we were driving, we were coming into Winnemucca, Nevada, and the air quality looked like it got a little bit better. So we decided to go ahead and stop for the night at a campground. It was a good idea. I had to shave. Probably a good idea to take showers. We were a little bit hot and a little bit tired, so that's what we did.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
I like the campground. There's quite a few campgrounds in this area, of course a lot of casinos, and it's pretty easy to get around. Heidi's got all our stuff here. Let's all say hi to Heidi.
Morning.
She looks enthused. So let's give you a once around the park. This is a relatively new park, and you see these little houses, these little rentals or whatever. They not only line the entire park, but there are, you can see them back there even, there's rows and rows of them over that way. The sites are pretty big. We had shade. Of course, they give you these metal picnic tables. 50 amp service. Water pressure is good. The water quality is good. The back end is pretty easy. The angle that they're at. They're potentially full-time sites. So you have these big water wells. You can see those black things that look like mushrooms there. You can see it back there too. It's where your water hooks up down inside there. But overall, this was a very nice day. It was quiet. We've got, like I said, casinos everywhere. You can walk to the casino and restaurant. It's called Wingers. And then they got this little drainage ditch in the back. But it was a nice day though. So how much did all this cost? Just for the night? It was a tough one. It was just over $20. But you got to be a Passport America member. The best thing I can say that you do, the links down in the description. We have Passport America information. We have Thousand Trails information. We also have FMCA information. We also have Good Sam's information. Old Boondockers Welcome. That's the other one. That's down below too. We signed up for all of them, and it makes it easy. I mean, it makes it really easy. We had no reservations. We pulled in, literally drove straight to the office at 3:45 and said, we don't have a reservation. What do you got? They said, well, we don't have any pull-throughs for you, but we do have back-end sites. And I said, well, I'm 55 foot overall. And they said, no problem. Our back-end sites will handle 70. And you can see I'm way off the road. And I could probably have gone back further if I needed to. The site's really level. So we're going to point the truck north and east and just kind of drive. More north today, I think. Our ultimate goal in the next couple days here is to get to Yellowstone National Park. I mean, I could marathon it and maybe make it all in one day, you know, tonight, or I should say early in the morning, but I don't want to. I think we might have to stay in a place we've already been, but that's part of the, you know, the traveling. Your path's sometimes going to overlap what you've already done. You should see there's just rows and rows of these houses, these portables.
Uh-oh. Got a little squeaky. Yeah, and this place is very manicured.
Yeah, it's new. It's new.
Yeah.
It should be. But yeah, I was surprised by all those houses. I mean, there's just rows and rows of them. It's kind of wild that they have all these rentals. Here's where you come in and do your check-in to the place. It can get pretty packed, but I'm sure you could pull up here yet.
They do recommend reservations.
GPS, which we didn't do. You can see all these houses again. There's lots of them. Oh,
Not quite sure what they were for,
Yeah.
because
that's weird.
they have, there's no way to get into them.
Yeah, but even if they could, I don't know
Turn
how you'd
left
hook
on
up
East
to them.
Winnemucca
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Oh, maybe they're setting them up for homes. Maybe they're going to put homes in there too. It would make sense that you set it up, you know, in a basic manner, and then when the trailer gets old, you get a new one. Yeah. See, the drive is easy. Now off to the left here is the casino, Roadhouse Casino and Winger's Roadhouse Grill and Bar.
Turn right
did
on
not go
Nevada
there.
289.
We did not. You know what we did though? We ordered Pizza Hut. We haven't had pizza forever, and I had some points from a long time ago, so we ordered some Pizza Hut. It was nice. So you can see there's 80. That's what we need to get out to. I don't know why this thing thinks I'm just going to go straight here, and well, I guess I can make a right, get out to 80
Turn
that
right on
way.
East Winnemucca
Oh,
Boulevard.
I got to put my seatbelt on.
Yeah, we both need our seatbelt. So,
It's $36 a night if you don't have Passport America. Passport America is the only discount they offer. So, and you do have to have your card. You can't just tell them, nilly-willy tell them you have a Passport America.
yeah, which we bought a lifetime gold membership, which is, I don't even know what to think about it, tell you the truth. It's not really a, you know, it gets to where you don't have to pay a yearly fee to be involved, but you don't have to. You can just pay for the year and see if you like it. So I-80 East is up ahead. Oh, I think I'm gonna take it a little bit easier today. But do you guys want to hear the truck rev up? Here we go.
Continue on I-80.
Going up a little bit of a hill. That's 75. And now we're going to take it easy. I don't feel like driving fast today right now. It's too early in the morning. So we're going through towards Idaho, but we're still in Nevada. Look at all this fence. I want you guys to see all this fence along the side of us. And what are these pieces of fence that come to the road? Because there is no cattle guard on the road. So why was those fences attached to the other fences that are bordering the road, and they run all the way out to the road? You guys can see them with the black and yellow striped signs. Why do they have those? I can't for the life of me figuring out. I'm sure it's for deer or livestock on some level, but I'm unsure why it's all the way to the road.
Is it cattle crossing?
Well, if it's a cattle crossing, you know, a cattle guard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're
From
talking about
one
from
field to the
one,
next.
if they're trying to drive them from one side to the other. Oh, I guess that could be.
We don't even see any cattle out here, so.
Yeah, we don't see any deer, we don't see any cattle. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Just thought we would show you some of the views we're seeing. Almost missed all the rock formations.
Oh, there's
Here's
lots of rock
some.
formations, all right.
They're pretty cool.
Rock on.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, our elevation is 5,356. Went over the little peak. It looks like we got to go back up again. Well, we do, I know, to get through Idaho Falls. That's for sure.
Well, it's 6:30. We're in Rexburg, Idaho, at the Walmart parking lot. So we are going to head to Yellowstone tomorrow. We definitely are covering some ground, or we have covered ground today. I believe it was like 472 miles. So we'll catch up with you later. Good morning.
We got ice delivery. Go figure that out. Look
Yeah,
at where we're
it
at.
cost me 94 cents for all this. Coffee and 2 cups of ice. And she broke the $100 bill for me.
Oh, nice.
She didn't have to.
This is the benefit of staying at Walmart.
Yeah,
Coming to Wendy's.
And then I killed that bug yesterday. The water thing's different because it doesn't have a machine on it, or a credit card machine, or it don't take money. And you just turn it on. Yeah, you just turn it on.
And turn it off?
Yeah. And then you go pay. I walked over to the express checkout.
So that's going to be different.
And I said, how do you pay for the water? And she's like, well, I don't even see what you got. And I said, well, I got 6 gallons in a blue tote. It was around the corner. And she's like, oh. She says, well, I only show 5 here. And I said, well, charge me for 5 and a gallon. I can go fill that up.
Okay. Yeah, I emptied it.
Yeah.
All right.
So we need to put this
in our cups. Okay. Let me
in the
stop.
cups or fill the ice
thing. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I got my coffee. That was.
I'm not gonna keep on filming while Heidi stands here for the next hour.
Right. Exactly.
But look at our. It's nice. Rexburg, Idaho.
It's quiet. Did you tell them about our tester?
Oh no, I haven't said anything about that. Talking about our carbon monoxide propane test. That'll be the next segment. So you might be saying, well, Mike, why did Heidi have ice water? That doesn't make any sense. Or ice. Don't you have an ice maker? Yeah, we have an ice maker. We used all the ice out of the little ice bucket. Let me show you. Boom. Of course, I just refilled it with the Walmart ice. And there's our ice maker. And that's how we transport our ice maker. But the problem is what Heidi alluded to, our carbon monoxide propane detector down there. Now we have been, and I don't advise it, and I'll tell you why I don't advise it, but we've still been doing it. When we travel, we leave the propane on the refrigerator. I don't advise it. If this refrigerator fails one day, I'm definitely putting in a 12-volt compressor one. A good quality one that I don't care if you got to pay extra or whatever. So why don't I recommend running the propane? First of all, you're not supposed to have your propane turned on while you're traveling. And there's some states that you're definitely not allowed to do that legally. There's an igniter. There's a self-igniter on ours. That you know what they sound like. You know, like that. If you just open your refrigerator vent and you reach in there with your head and go and blow on that flame that's going on in there, even if it's on, you know, not just a pilot, but on, which some of you have pilots, some of you have igniters like I do, you can affect that flame. So imagine driving down the road 60 miles an hour. It's causing some weird stuff to go on, some negative pressures and all kinds of weird stuff around that flame to where it's probably blowing out. And then, of course, your igniter is trying to reignite it. And that goes on who knows how many times as you drive down the road. That's the reason. That's the reason I don't like having it on. However, I have been because of all this traveling. Yesterday we did not a lot. I think we did 470 miles yesterday, something like that. And I can imagine, because we were traveling at a pretty good clip, that, you know, that pilot and all that stuff going on and off, who knows what was going on. And that's the reason. Let's just say that's the reason. We pulled into the RV park, and this carbon monoxide detector is going beep, 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 just constant. You know, just like I'm making fun of here. We checked it out and we looked at Heidi looked at the colors, obviously, since I'm colorblind. And she says, well, that was saying that it's a propane warning, that we have a propane problem. Well, if you guys remember a while back, we accidentally bump these burners all the time. And we've got to check them to make sure we don't turn them on, because we've bumped them and turned them on. And then at that point, we've been sitting inside the RV going, God, what's that smell? That's horrible. It's a horrible smell. I can't figure it out. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. And then we come over and see that that's on. So we got to open, vents and windows and everything and vent everything out. Even with it as strong as what I just described, the whole RV smelling like propane, that propane thing has never gone off before down there. So the fact that we pull into a park, and this thing's going beep, 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 and it's saying that it's propane, we're expecting the worst, but we can't smell no propane at all. None. Not even the slightest hint. So I told Heidi, I said, I think the thing's going bad. I said, it's either that or somehow it's picking up the exhaust fumes from the truck and it's setting it off. Now, with that said, we have 2 other carbon monoxide detectors inside the RV. Neither one of them are going off. Now, they're not propane detectors, but they are carbon monoxide detectors. Now, if I'm having a problem with my truck exhaust getting into the RV somehow, those should be going off. Not propane, but carbon monoxide. Now, Heidi's got a problem because she's freaking out. She's thinking we have a propane leak. Maybe we should turn the refrigerator off. I said, well, we will, because we're going to turn on the generator. Now, when we run the generator, I turn off the gas to the refrigerator and let it run that way, because that, with the Micro Air Easy Starts, I can run the 15,000 BTU air conditioner and the compressor for the refrigerator, and it's fine. We can do whatever we need to do. So I ran the 15,000 BTU air conditioner for quite some time, and I ran the compressor for the refrigerator for quite some time. And then when we came back from going into Walmart, and I got my haircut, get a Walmart haircut. She was quick. I'm glad to get it done. It was driving me crazy. I switched the air conditioners. We turned off this one, and we turned on the one in the bedroom, and we, just for noise reasons. And we sat at the table here and we were eating, but all of a sudden here comes the detector down here, and now it's not beep beep beep. Instead, it decided to go beep 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 beep. Is that fun? And Heidi's like, well, that's new. And we look down, it's a new color, it's a new flash, the whole thing. And this one says carbon monoxide. It's detecting carbon monoxide. So at that point, I told Heidi, that carbon monoxide detector has just failed. I mean, for the last 3 stops at this point, counting this one, the propane detector's been going off when we stop after we travel. That's the first sign. We've never, ever had that issue before. And I said, now all of a sudden it's telling us we got a carbon monoxide problem, yet all the other detectors, the other 2, including one being mounted right where that source is, I said, they're not going off. And I said that that's it. It's defective. But that's one of the things that you need to watch out for. With that said, just to play it safe, we shut off the generator before we went to bed at night, put everything away, and we opened our windows, this window and the bedroom window, and we turned on the rooftop vent in the bedroom. And the cool air, it got down to 53, so we really didn't need the generator. But I told Heidi, I said, look, there's nothing wrong with the generator and running. We're not getting carbon monoxide. I'm telling them what we're doing now.
Emptying our black tank.
We're going to Ashton Visitor Center. This is Ashton, Idaho. And there's a place up here that they have a dump station for, I don't know, visitors.
That's
Visitor
cool.
Center.
Frost top.
Yeah. But I definitely want to get this black tank empty.
Turn right.
I don't like having our black tank with water, and the freshwater don't have any.
Run out.
RVs aren't really made to go around, which is stupid. We thought it was funny. Think about it, that the RV is weighed and everything and calculated for its maximum weight with a full freshwater tank, which is fine. Yeah.
Hold on. Hang on.
Arriving at Ashton Visitor Center on the right.
Gotta
Oh. Nice.
So, like our RV is calculated with a full, what it can carry when the freshwater tank is full.
US 20. Then turn right.
Yeah, these ladies are gonna get me back on track
She's
somehow.
telling you what to do
Yeah,
again.
well, I'm gonna tell her what to do. Boom. And now the phone's telling us what to do. So the thing is but the gray and the black, let me think how to say it. People were having problems with some RVs with their freshwater tanks falling off when they're full driving down the road, okay? Which is fine.
There's drinking water right there.
Holy cow, we're in good luck then.
Yeah, you can just drive around on the way out.
So the problem with that is it's not calculated using, what do you want to say? Black and gray full. So what are you supposed to, they say, well, the black and gray tank, the RV's not really meant to tow with your black and gray tank full. That's why they're placed differently on the RV. They're placed further back. Towing wise, it's best to have your weight forward, if anything. And okay, so what do you do with all your fresh water? If your RV's not really meant to design, like if my gray and black tank was full, oh my word. Or let's say it was half. They both can hold 45. I have 60 gallons of fresh. So let's say we go somewhere and we camp and we have a full freshwater tank, and that's what we started with. And between showers and washing dishes and going to the bathroom, 30 gallons goes in the black tank, 30 gallons goes in the gray tank. And now it's time for us to leave and drive somewhere and empty our tanks because we've run out of fresh water. It's time for us to go. How do you tow your RV then? It's not your tanks. The black tank is still forward of the axle. The gray tank is also forward of the axle, but not as much as the fresh. And I don't know. I just find it funny.
We've only towed once with all three full.
Completely full, which you weren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
We were well overweight. I mean, it was, and we did it. All we did was take it down and have it dumped. This is when we were driveway camping, living, because our house was all closed up. It was
Actually, it was the day we left.
Right. But we had been living in the driveway because our house was all closed up. We hadn't used the bathroom or anything inside the house. We were using it all outside in the RV. And the day we left to just leave, our freshwater tank accidentally got full because our son used the shower and didn't know how the aquamizer worked. And he was accidentally taking a shower and filling up the freshwater tank. Well, we knew we had some fresh water in there, and we wanted to travel with some fresh water in there. So the fact that we were going to go to a dump station and dump, anyways, I just find it really funny that we traveled with 60 gallons of fresh water, 45 gallons of black, and 45 gallons of gray, and we had the truck fully loaded and the RV fully loaded. And we went down to Paradise to dump, and man, the truck, boy,
10 miles?
Yeah, everything was, boy, you could just feel it. You could feel it. You can go back and check out that video. It was the day we left. All right, there's a truck behind me, so I better go ahead and get out here and start dumping some stuff. There you go. Did you see that? Oh my God. Well, we're heading into West Yellowstone. We got about 15 miles to go, but I wish this smoke wasn't so bad.
It would be beautiful views.
Yeah, it would be really awesome. It would definitely be awesome, but oh well. You deal with what you deal with. Elevation's getting high. I'm starting to cough the smoke. You can smell the smoke a little bit. Obviously, you can see it. But it's I don't know. We're at 6,469 feet. We're going higher. And of course we're going through Yellowstone. So we'll have to pay when we get into Yellowstone. I think it's $20 a piece. I'm sure there's passes and stuff you can buy.
$35 to drive through.
It's $35?
I think so.
A carload?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh. I mean, we could stop as we're driving through, or?
I think so.
I don't know. We'll see what they tell us.
I couldn't find anything that was real clear, and I tried to call a number, and they don't really have a number for information. So I called this number, and they're asking me to report a crime. I'm like, that's not the number.
The crime is you guys don't have any information. So anyways, really, really beautiful. I definitely, obviously, Idaho and Wyoming, just
Montana.
You know, top of Idaho and Wyoming.
We're going into Montana.
Or Montana, sorry, I keep on saying. We got hot lunches and full breakfast.
Okay.
So we're in line. We're on the main drag, but we're in line, just waiting to get to the entrance, I suppose. I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's lots of little places around here to eat, that's for sure. Man, they got their hands out for your money. I've never seen a place that explained how many blocks businesses are from the road that you're traveling. You know, such and such 4 blocks, such and such 2 blocks. I mean, it was just constantly letting you know how many blocks it was the whole time. Like I said, I've not really ever seen that, but this kind of reminds me, and I'm not impressed, of the Dells, Wisconsin Dells. It was all cluttered up like this, and then when you actually get, like at Wisconsin Dells where we went, Edge of Dells, the campground was nice enough, and you know, it was an adult park, and they let be a little bit noisier later at night if you wanted to be there drinking with your friends. They had that really nice bar on site and restaurant. All that was nice, except you could just like hop on your bikes and go into town, or go see sights, or go to a lake or something like that. You had to hop in your vehicle and drive, and unfortunately once you got so far, the traffic was a nightmare. Like this. It was like this. Yeah, check all these little places out.
Really cool. You get swings and
look over here.
cabin-like places.
Yeah, look at all these little.
Look.
So it's just a motel, but
Yeah, well, there's lots of places that you can stay. There's RVs that you can rent to drive through Yellowstone.
Side-by-sides.
ATVs.
Yeah.
Side-by-sides.
Yeah, that was, you can rent them. Horse rides. They got horse rides for the kids probably more than anything else. There is some kind of in West Yellowstone, there's some kind of carnival, or I don't know, what is it? Like a fair.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say Renaissance fair, but it's a fair. It's a fair of some kind. It's for, what's that called? Pre-1800s or 1800s. So yeah, cool. I mean, there's a traditional looking hotel over here, but yeah, I like these. Reminds me of Steve's Motel, which is unfortunately, I think, now defunct. That was in Uniontown, Ohio, real close to Akron.
That is pretty cool. I'm sure they did.
But the Steve's Motel, that was a cool little place. Each place was set up for had like Machine Gun Kelly's, room, and I don't know. That was a lot of fun. We used to go there, didn't we?
Yes. Lots of times.
Yep. Okay, so we're finally getting to the entrance of Yellowstone, and let me tell you, I got some things to say about it. First of all, people in California, it's called a line. You can wait in it. That person's already disappeared from in front of us, but I don't know. They felt as if they didn't need to wait in line.
My suggestion is to prepay online.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. So the other thing that should be known, it's noon, and we've been waiting an hour total in line. Now, the third thing, the main road coming in is 2 lanes. You can get in either lane because then it splits into all these lanes. There is no sign that says that anywhere, and that's the whole theme of the day. No signs, no information. The amount of money this park is bringing in just today, they could easily have big signs explaining a bunch of stuff. For example, all that says up there, which you can't probably read, is lane open. That's the line we in. Lane open. That's the line to the right of us. And then prepaid purchase. I'm sorry, purchase and prepaid. Purchase and prepaid. And then the next one that's all the way to the right says prepaid only. All right. So here's the thing. You can't read those signs from back when people are getting in line, number one. So that's causing people to need to change lanes about now. Number two, what's lane open mean? What if I'm prepaid or a pass? Can I go through this one? Is this cash only? If it is cash, how much is it? And where's the sign that's telling these people up here, hey, you need to have your ID ready? And the same here. Again, I don't know what pass is available, what I can buy, what I need to buy, any of that. Why isn't there signs that are huge above these lane open signs that are stating all this information? Because we're just sitting here, and there's a ton of people that are in this first line, the line that we're in, when in reality, we could have got over into this lane that's right next to us a long time ago, because the lanes are equal. There's no difference between them. Yet everybody is scared to death to get into this right lane, so they've been staying in the same lane that we are. And at this point, we've been in it so long, there's no sense in changing. So,
Or whenever they get up real close, now they're trying to change lanes.
and the reason Heidi said, prepaid is going back to what I was just saying about the signs. If you look over there, prepaid only, if you have your ID and you have a prepaid pass, you can just fly it. You get in that lane and just pretty much fly through. We're in.
We're finally in Yellowstone.
Yeehaw! Get in for free. We handed in. I gave her my USAA debit card, or Heidi's USAA debit card, and she says, "You want the cheap one? The $35." I said, "Yeah." And then she's getting ready to run the card. She goes, "Are you military?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Can I see your ID?" So I showed her the ID, and she goes, "This is free. You get in for free." I don't know. That don't sound right. I thought you had to be either retired military, or active duty, or disabled veteran. One of those. I'm not any of those. I'm just a veteran. Just an Army veteran. Beautiful park though. No cell signal. Nothing on the AT&T. Maybe we should have brought the Verizon in. No, nothing on AT&T and nothing on T-Mobile. And of course, I doubt they have cell towers in the national park. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's very scenic.
So we stopped at our first little stop off. We're gonna have some lunch, but I'm gonna walk down here real quick. How beautiful. But we'll pick it up after lunch.
Although the road noise is going on here, I sat down on the tailgate here, and Heidi made me a sandwich and gave me some chips. How nice of her. She sat over on the steps, and I sat up on the tailgate because, see all these little ants down here? I don't know if it comes out on camera, but let me just hold it for a second. And they are everywhere. There are ants everywhere. Speaking of which, maybe Heidi wants to get that dime. Heidi's making money today.
Oh man, Those are biting ants.
Yeah, no kidding, they're biting ants.
Right.
So we stopped, used the bathroom. We're carrying around 22 gallons of water, and the ride's pretty good at that with that much. Look at these growths on the tree up here. That's some weird stuff. I don't know. They're like just these.
On your head.
Yeah, look at that. Stepping around the ants. There's a whole bunch of. I can't even begin to tell you how many pull-offs there are. So.
It'd be nice hearing this at night.
Yeah, camp way down here. Wow, are these? This ain't all ants. This is just dirt. I don't see any animal prints, really. What a view, though. And this is nothing. There were some other places that we had passed. They had rocks out in the middle and stuff. But it was, you know, it's pretty packed. Just need to get some nature on. Yeah, really nice. So what we're going to do is, of course, drive further in the park. We just barely got in the park. Get on the Grand Loop. We're not taking the whole loop. Go down past the lake, I think. See what that's like. And then from that point, head on to Cody, Wyoming. So as expected, here's some buffalo, which is kind of cool. They're out there rolling in the dirt. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's really cool. Heidi's just pointing the camera at the pillar.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take pictures.
Yeah, well, we expected to see this. There's another one a little bit further down.
He just crossed the little road.
Yeah, after he rolled around the dirt. This one's here's thinking about, hey, wait a minute. Let me catch up to you here.
Oh, it looks sad.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, whatever. And there's another one there. This one down here's wandering away. Slowly but surely. There he goes. And here we go. There's quite a bit of traffic. I mean, this is just a nightmare that you're seeing behind us. And we've been in this nightmare for a long time. All because everybody's pulling over, whatever. Going slow to take pictures because they don't want to pull over. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice view, but like this car up here, he is dead stopped, this minivan that's up front, to take some pictures. Ay. I don't know. I just brought up different, I guess. I mean, there's no reason the van can't be up against the other car. But that's what they're wanting to do. And look at all these people. There are so many. So many people.
Yeah, and we're not going to get out because they're just trying to get the camper in and out.
A lot of the places it says no RV buses or
we'll just
trailers.
make it simple. I'll take some pictures, and if he wants to use them in the video, he can. It's really hard to see down here, but
yeah,
it's really pretty. You'd have to actually
see
see
water runoff. So
you'd have to actually see it for yourself.
Yeah, that's the whole thing we've said all along. You need to go see this yourself. It's not going to come across on camera. I mean, we can kind of show you. Wonder how warm that water is down there. What do you think, Hyde?
I don't know. There's no steam coming off of it.
So I'm going to pay attention to driving because this is like the third time we've gone through an area like this, and people are idiots. Traveling along Yellowstone Lake.
See if we can get a glimpse of it.
Yeah, we passed a bunch of areas that were really open.
I got some pictures.
But Honey and I both talking about the same thing, and quite honestly, it's a little underwhelming. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. The view is great and everything, but I don't know. As far as the lake goes, it's awesome looking, but I think that we've seen better. Heidi's highly disappointed because there's no you know, we've seen those buffaloes, and that's it. We haven't seen anything else. Just 2 buffalo. Now, granted, it's not like that they can parade them through here, and
Right.
yeah, and
But it's probably a people problem.
this is a Tuesday. We got in here at noon. It's still before. It's like 2:48, so we're still in here, obviously. But all the attractions, the geysers in that, man, it's I can't do it. You literally have to drive and wait in line for hours for about 15 minutes worth of entertainment of being able to say, I seen the geyser.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. So I don't see a fascination with that. That's not me.
I think they just let, well, probably because we haven't been around people.
Yeah.
I think they let so many people in, and it's just it's overcrowded.
Yeah, it's no fun.
The traffic, it's no fun waiting in line to go see the guys.
Now listen, we're not talking about, oh, it's a 15-minute wait or a 20-minute wait.
No.
We're talking about you've got to wait in line for 45 minutes with your car on the road just to hopefully find a parking spot. Then you have to, you know, at that point, negotiate the parking, walk to the area, see the attraction. All that takes 15 minutes. Then come back, try to get out of the parking. You know,
it's very crowded.
all the parking is basically on the side of the road, so that means you have to pull back out in traffic. Well, the good news is the traffic's so backed up and bottled up that the traffic's moving at a snail's pace, so usually that's not an issue. The bad news is it's all backed up and bottled up, and now did you not only wait to get there, now you got to wait to leave there. So I'm sure there's different times of the day, different times of the year, whatever. It'd be, a good time to come. Tuesday, when the weather is in the 80s, is not it. That's for sure.
In July.
In July, right. This turned out to be a nice area. This is the East Entrance Road going towards Cody. So we passed a little general store, Yellowstone General Store. I was kidding around. It says we have, what you need or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. You got RV repairs? Because we was kidding around about the RV making noise. And sure enough, they got an auto and RV repair parts center right there. It was a nice little area. But this is kind of cool, all this.
Oh, smell it, sulfur?
Yeah, you can smell the sulfur.
So there's a little geyser there.
Yeah, I can see it. Little bubble.
Yep.
Ding.
This is really cool area.
Yeah, this is really awesome. And I told Heidi, I said, I wish the whole area was like this. The speed limit's 35 and no traffic.
And everybody had to put their cruise control on.
Yeah, I set the cruise. Yeah, I got the cruise control set and just. Actually, I'm doing 40, but it's nice. Kids are down here playing in the water. I don't think it's necessarily warm enough for that, but
I don't necessarily know that it's just really a place to swim.
yeah, maybe. I know you guys aren't going to be able to hear this, but there is a roar that's coming off this thing that's so cool. It's the geyser. The geyser has a roaring sound that it's making, which why wouldn't it, And there is a trail, but I can't tell if you're allowed to get down there or not.
So we're heading out of Yellowstone on the East Entrance Road, and here they chip and sealed. So my suggestion is not come for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And the thing is, they say do 25 miles an hour to avoid a chipped windshield. Well, the people coming at you, they're hauling ass. I mean, I'm doing 32 because we got cars behind us. And I got a guy that's riding my ass. Like, I don't know what he thinks these little rocks are doing to his car, but but people are coming the opposite way, just hauling, throwing rocks off their vehicles. This guy's not. But this is a bad design, bad idea. Just horrible all the way around. We got some better scenery, that's for sure. Look at over the edge there.
I'm gonna put you out the window. It's gonna be a little noisy. But I think that's snow up there.
No.
You don't think? Sure looks like it.
Nah, it's too hot.
Okay, it's white sand. Oh my God, this is freaking scary.
How'd you like that? You guys gonna fall off?
I don't know what it looked like, so hopefully I did okay.
Well, there was one section of road that, and they had no warning or nothing. It looked like it had just been washed out the week before, and they came out with some buckets of asphalt and filled it in. And it bounced us all over the place. Yeah, but there's some pretty good twisties here.
Don't forget the camper's back there.
Oh, it's still back there. I don't know what our stuff's going to look like inside. It's one of those things that you guys do that whenever you first open all the cabinets, you got to put your hands up.
Yes.
And then you forget sometimes, did I already open this cabinet or not? Yeah, we have that quite a bit going on. So we're all going downhill. This is the best part. We were at 8,400 and some feet. We went over the Continental Divide, obviously. And now it's all downhill. There's some waterfalls we just passed. And we're going down to well below 6,300 feet. So eventually down in Cody, I think we're at the 5,000 feet mark. Something like that. Maybe even lower than that.
But this is sure beautiful.
Yeah.
But we still haven't seen any elk, deer, bear.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess if we parked off the side of the road.
Waited hours.
Hours and hours. Yeah, maybe.
We want instant gratification.
Oh, I'll tell you what else is out here. Man, rental vehicles?
Oh yeah.
Holy cow, I've never seen so many.
If you look up Yellowstone, they say the best way to do it is with an RV.
Like they have rental tour, they have tours in buses, full-blown buses. I'm talking coaches, Prevost coaches. They have them in these shuttle-type buses, and then they have smaller van tours, personal tours. Then you have all the rental stuff. Everybody's renting
Camper vans,
Sprinter vans, Class C's. I'm sure Class A's too, but I haven't seen very many of those. And man, they are all, I would assume that it's one of those things that during the winter you say, you know what, I think this year we're going to get with our family, and how about we rent a van, we rent an RV, and we all go out to Yellowstone. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because that's what it looks like. Dam, we get in the tunnel. Look at the tunnel, look at the dam, boom. Look at the tunnel, boom. What's our dash go dark here?
That's not safe here.
Say what?
It's not safe here.
Why?
They just chiseled this thing out and expect it to hold up.
It'll hold.
Hold up until it don't.
It's your fire baits. Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
What's that noise? Something on the road? You hear it?
Those fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Afraid getting the exhaust out of here. It's kind of exhausting.
See how cold it is, though.
Feels good.
Want to stop?
No? Keep going.
I can't make it up. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Oh, that was so awesome down there. You're going to see it here in a second. It's just a quick tunnel, honey. Another little quick tunnel. Okay, Garmin.
Say a command.
Save video. To Cody, these views are free, and they rival anything that we've seen in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
This is awesome. These are some awesome views. We see people off the side of the road. They're all down in the creek fishing, which you have to have a Wyoming fishing license to do that, angler's license or whatever. But look at these views are pretty darn awesome. And driving through it is much more of a pleasure than Yellowstone. I don't know. I think somebody might be taking some money out of the coffers at Yellowstone there, because who in the hell chips and seals a national park road that millions of people travel on?
That was terrible, and it was dangerous.
Look at that. Yeah, and this is their thing. Motorcyclists, take caution. I'm going to tell you right now, I can ride bike pretty damn good. I would have wiped out on that, no matter how slow it was. But
the gravel was thick.
It was real thick. They need to step up the game there. But this area, this is really nice all through here. Again, we're about 38 miles from Cody, but oh my word, just the rock formations and the water off to your side. It's just really nice. Yeah, I like this one. I like this area. And it's free.
Yeah.
You have to pay. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't pay to get into...
Right. But still, a lot of people have to pay to get in.
Yeah, right.
If you ride your bike or you walk
it's
in,
$20.
it's $20 a person.
$20.
If you go in your vehicle, it's $35. So if you're a veteran, it was free.
I don't know. I still don't understand that. I
mean,
swear
it could be wrong, because like I said, we didn't prepay or do anything online prior to getting there. We were just winging it.
Yeah. Yep. But man, love this.
This is very nice. I like this.
I do too. And the elevation's nice and low. We're already down to 6,200 feet.
We got blind ants in here.
Yeah, got a few bugs that made it in when we were getting in and out of the truck.
Keep getting on my arms. See, down there is where you find bear eating fish. I just see that shit on TV.
Yeah.
That's what I've been looking for.
Yeah. And then right around this corner over here is where the elk, they bash their antlers together. and if you look out on the stream far enough, you'll see the eagle come down and swoop and grab the trout.
You missed all that.
Heidi wanted to see all that, and we saw none of that at all. Well, so Blackwater Creek Ranch. There's lots of little places to stay and lodges and stuff like that. The one I wanted to say eat, because the one said home cooked meals.
You must be getting hungry.
Yeah, well, we are. Yeah, we haven't had but a bologna sandwich today.
Yeah, about 12.
And it's 4:30.
Yeah, so we'll have to be getting eaten, because we're trying to not eat too late. But when we try not to eat too late, we eat too late.
Yeah, it's going pretty good though overall. I'm feeling better almost every day. My stomach, I mean, it's still a little upset in a lot of ways, but nonetheless, we're getting up along some cluster farbulation up here. So, all right. Well, we want to show you this because I think this scenery is the best that we've seen. There's a couple exceptions, like I said, that one lake by Eleanor Lake. Other than that, I don't know. I like the way this looks. Everybody's got their own thing, but this is our thing. So,
yeah.
All right.